I'm going to turn right now to the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, because the FBI is working to learn more about the motive of the shooter. Obviously, we know what he did was sick and twisted, but perhaps there's more information they're finding. The FBI is also encouraging anyone with information who might be able to assist in the investigation to call the FBI. And joining us now, Chairman Mike Turner, Congressman of Ohio, Chairman of the House Intelligence Committee. Mr. Chairman, thanks for joining us. Have you, as the Intelligence Committee Chairman in the House, have you been briefed on what happened yet? How do you view, what was your response to the attack?
Sure. So no, we have not yet been briefed, Jake. Jake, one thing we know, first off, thank God Donald Trump is alive. As we look at those iconic photos of him rising again at that podium, we learned two things immediately. One, just the strength of his commitment to his cause and his desire to serve America. And the second is that, along with Donald Trump, our democracy dodged a bullet yesterday. We give our condolences to the family that lost a loved one, but we had a countryman who went to a political rally and lost his life yesterday. We have those who are struggling today, and certainly our prayers are with them. But the one thing that we have to focus on is that the former President Donald Trump has called on national unity, and he is absolutely right. Our focus needs to be on national unity as we move forward in this election. We can't let this violence win and divide us.
We do know the identity of the shooter. I'm not going to give his name again, but he's 20. He's from nearby Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, outside Pittsburgh. What more do you want to know about this individual?
Right. So, as you indicated, and rightly so, the only thing that we know about him currently is from the public record. And as the investigation goes on, we'll learn a number of things. One, what were his affiliations? What activities were he involved in? What other individuals did he have contact with? Was there anyone else involved? How did he get on that roof? Was this something that he spontaneously planned, or was this something that he had a long-term plan? Are there others that were involved in that planning? But the other aspect, which you've indicated, is just the security failure that occurred that day. How is it that someone could get on a roof with a superior position, with a weapon, and attempt to assassinate former President Donald Trump? It's just unthinkable, unfathomable. We need to know, is this a protocol failure? Is this a resources issue? Or is this just a failure of those who were on site that day?
We did not hear from the U.S. Secret Service last night at a law enforcement press conference. Speaker Johnson already vowing hearings in front of Congress. The House Oversight Committee chairman already scheduled a hearing for next Monday. What is Congress's role here, do you think?
Well, we do have an extreme role, because in this, again, both the resources that are utilized and the protocols that are utilized, we have oversight, scrutiny, and responsibility for. We got to see yesterday the most unbelievable commitment of the Secret Service to protect former President Donald Trump's life, and how they put their own lives at risk. But at the same time, we also saw the failure of the overall broader net that is supposed to provide protection for the president. The fact that we're hearing that people knew that there was a man on this roof with a gun, and we're trying to get police attention while the president was up at the podium, is just incredibly cause for concern. I think very frustrating for everyone, because we believe that our presidents and former presidents, our candidates for presidents, have the highest degree of protection, and something so simple seems to have been lost.
What is your view of the threat level from here? And do you have confidence in the U.S. Secret Service to coordinate security here at the Republican National Convention this week?
Well, Jake, you and I have talked before about this. I am, with Director Wray of the FBI, where he said we're at the highest threat level that we've had, since 9/11. I believe that the threat is continuing. It's not just this one individual's assassin's attempt. Both also those who have crossed the border of the southern border of the country, who have terrorist ties, remain a threat to the United States during this election cycle, and to former President Trump and President Biden. I think we have to be very, very cautious, and certainly the Secret Service has to significantly increase its attempt to secure the areas where they attend.
Chairman Turner, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time.